For 30 years, we have been watching the slow and steady decline, trying to sound the alarm about the need to reach people in rural and remote places who've had little alternative except by that being offered by authoritarian forces that seek to destroy our systems from the inside out. We will not get to the place that we need if we don't start forming relationships, building bridges, creating space for all of us to move together in a forward direction, to block the threats that we face, and to build the future that we deserve. This is our moment. We may not have another. And so the work we are asking you to embark on with us is to have these conversations, to reach across difference, to break down those stereotypes of who is good and who is bad and how we view each other, and to recognize that we are in a collective battle for the future of our lives, for the future of democracy, and the world that we will leave behind. This is our work.
There's a little shop that we're gonna stop at. They were selling at the time out on the front watermelon, corn, and Confederate wind flags. And I told him what I did, and he said, well, I'm guessing that we are on polar opposites of the political spectrum. And I said, maybe. Let's find out.
What are the fears that you have if that division doesn't stop, if it just keeps getting worse?
If it keeps getting worse, I'm honestly afraid that there will be people ending up in fights. And when I grew up, a fight was a fist fight. Now it's knives or guns.
I don't need to tell you how polarized and divided our country is today. To say that we are experiencing multiple crises at the same time is not an exaggeration. And our democracy is hanging by a thread. What we know is that we need a mass movement in this country. We need people coming together around democracy, around our shared values. We need to stand up, we need to rise up, and we need to do everything that we can to fight authoritarianism.
I didn't like what I've heard about Project 2025. And for it to target a specific group specifically, it's just not something I go for. I don't support it at all.
So I got hired as a camera operator for a UVI event. And most of my jobs, it's I go, I show up, I shoot the thing, I hand off the footage, and I'm done. You know, sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's just not. And I found myself behind the camera a little, I'd say distracted. I was still getting my shots, but asking myself questions about all the things they were talking about that are so important that I don't spend a lot of time with. And asking myself, when it comes to equality, when it comes to social justice and activism, like, what can someone like me do with what I have right now, where I am? And I have a camera, so that's where I start, I guess.
We need so much help, and I think that we really are gonna need lots of people, and I think it'd be great when we have those people, because that means more people for voting, more people that can help, and more people the merrier. More people will definitely help this world.
If I were to stand in front of my 12-year-old niece 10 years from now, and she were to ask me, Auntie Lisa, you know, what were you doing? I want to be able to say to her, and I will be able to say to her, that I was engaging every possible way that I could really join with a company of people all over the world that were fighting to save democracy. And particularly here in the United States, this beautiful, powerful, beautifully flawed, ragtag group of dreamers who believed so deeply in the dream of true democracy, in the dream of a world where every single person has the dignity that they were created to bear, that they were born with, recognized by the state through the ability to vote and have their vote count. I would say I was fighting for you to be able to flourish. And if you are not flourishing now, for you to have the ability to fight, to flourish for your nieces and your nephews in the next generations and your children. That's what I would say to her.
I would just tell people, like, we need to stand together. We need to do things together as a unit and not as separate people. We need to do things not based off the color of our skin, not based off who we are as people, gay, straight, whatever. Like, it shouldn't even matter. Like, we are all still people, and we should all, like, help each other and stand with each other and fight for the same thing, because we all kind of still want the same things here in America.
I saw in my birth country, Brazil. I saw organized people, organized auto workers, help to bring down a military dictatorship. Because fighting for the rights of people at work and for decent compensation and jobs was so powerful that the generals couldn't stand up to that. I've seen hundreds of thousands of people flood the streets in places where really scary parties were trying to take over the courts and the government, right, and the police, and just say no. And I've seen very powerful politicians back down in those situations. And so I think the worst thing we can do to ourselves is to think that we don't have the power to change our circumstances. That despair is what rich people want us to have. It's what folks who want to pit us against each other want us to feel. Because if we don't take action, then they've got a free run. So I believe in people. I'd much rather have a conversation with somebody who really disagrees with me, but is honest about their disagreement and is honest about the way they live their lives, because we can work with that. That's it. That's a difference we can bridge.
This particular movement, it's small, but it's growing, and you can feel it. Like, you can feel the rumbles starting, because there's a change happening and people want change. And it's going to happen. It has to happen between every generation.
You know, we want people who are 45 to work with people who are 25, to work with people who are 65. We want them all working together. There's a lot of knowledge and power there.
We are the answer. We are the people that we've been waiting for. Now is our time to step up, rise to the occasion, and reach out in a way that has never been done in this country, that I'm so proud that we are doing, all of us together, in this project.